Alright, so today I want to start a new series here. It's where I'm going to be looking at obscure and forgotten video game emulators for different consoles. And the reason why I wanted to start this series is because A, I was bored, and B, I wanted to look at the stuff that not many people even use anymore, or the stuff that they forgot existed. And the first one I'm going to use is a emulator called Happy Bay, and it was an emulator where you just downloaded. It was for Android because I used to play a bunch on a tablet back then, like 12 years ago, and it was a website. I'll show you here. Let's go to C2. Alright, so this is the website here, and all you did was this is a capture from 2016 because this website's not around anymore. This emulator's not around anymore. And all I did was, all you have to do is you just select the game here. It'll load. It does take a while. The Internet Archive's been so slow lately. Probably because they keep getting hacked. So all I did was, you just selected a game, and it just showed you a bunch of stuff about the game, like a description and stuff. And all you did was just download it here. Now, some of these, I don't think some of these even work anymore. I downloaded 3 of them. I managed to download 3 of them here, and one I was excited to because it was one I played a lot. A lot. It was the main game I played. So, and to install this on my phone, because it was for a way older version of Android, I had to look up this guide here. I had to download a bunch of GitHub options here so that I can install it without root. So I'll play some footage here of the emulator at work. So let's pull up this media source, and let me turn this a bit lower too, since this video is kind of loud. And this used to have ads. This used to be an ad, and this used to be an ad up here. But since the emulator not around anymore, all the servers got shut off, so they can't show any ads and stuff. And I used to play this a lot on an Android tablet. And don't mind this footage here because it's been a long time since I've played a game with touch controls on a phone. So much so that I don't know how I managed to do it a lot back then. You can see the footage here. The emulation quality for the time was really good too. I'm not sure what emulators, if it was RetroArch. I don't think that was around back then. I don't know what they use, but it was one of the best GBA emulators back then, other than My Boy, which My Boy is still popular now, so I'm probably not gonna look at that. And I do have more ideas for emulators to look at, and I'll look at them next time. Don't mind. Yeah, I'm kind of like, I completely forgot what I'm supposed to be doing here. Alright, and some of these like emulators did not work. I'll show here. This is me closing it down. I go to launch this one, Mortal Kombat 3. This was SNES. And I just allowed all this because it's not like they can like grab it anyway because the servers are down. So this is Mortal Kombat 3. I think this was for SNES. And this did not work at all. You can see right here the screen was black. I'm sure if I had like my older device again, like I would be able to like play this, but just did not work at all. You can see none of the controls work. This is probably due to like it being very old version of like Android. It was meant for an older version. You know, since I had to go through a whole process to install it anyway. This is another GBA game I used to play a lot back then. It was called it's Asterix and Obelix. This one I used to play all the time too. And this has, you know, up here Happy Bay Pro. This, you know, you can't even use it anymore. The server's been down for a very long time. I'm gonna skip this. I couldn't skip this text. Alright, here's the gameplay of the game here. It's like a 3D like beat 'em up for the GBA. Now this did not, I think this went up to like, GBA was like the max like this thing could do, well the thing that could had. Because I used to play a bunch of like NES, SNES, Genesis, and GBA. I don't think I played much of anything else. There is like MAME, as you saw, like there was a MAME like package. Alright, this is, I don't think like multiple like inputs worked here. So that's where it ends. That's where the footage I recorded ends. So yeah, I don't know what happened to it. Like, I tried looking it up Cause I tried using the normal website to download it, and that didn't work. So I looked it up on Google, and only to see there was someone else on Reddit asking for it, and no one was helpful. They said, "Oh, it's just Happy Chick. Just use Happy Chick," and they were like looking for that specific like one. And I don't think many people remembered it at all because they asked about it and no one responded. And I looked through I tried looking for it too. I looked through old like YouTube videos from 12 years ago that had links in the description, and they were either like taken down or it just linked to the Happy Bay website. And since the Happy Bay website's not around anymore, you can't download it. So then I looked at the Internet Archive and I was like, okay, maybe like right here there would be like, in the APK, like the Internet Archive has an APK section. So I thought it would be there, and it wasn't there. So the last thing I tried was I looked through on one of the descriptions and I just copied like the link to the Happy Bay website there and pasted it in the Internet Archive, and that worked. And I only managed to download the 3 games. So, in conclusion, like, it is forgotten and it is outdated, but I did enjoy like using it again. It sent me back. So next episode I'm gonna look at a PC like emulator, like ones you use on a PC rather than Android. I'll still look at some Android emulators. And there are some emulators that I was looking to use that you had to go on a website for, but though that website's long gone, so I didn't bother with that. Anyway, that's pretty much it. And next episode, I'll look at a PC emulator.